In the criminal justice system, the people,
Pimps, addicts, thieves, bums, winos, girls who can't keep an address, and men who don't care.
are represented by two separate yet equally important groups.
A cop, a flatfoot, a bull, a dick, John Law. You're the fuzz, the heat, you're poison, you're trouble, you're bad news.
These are their stories.
I know. This is real stuff. The conservative bigwig, his name is Matt Schlapp, S-C-H-L-A-P-P. Tony has a picture of him up for you now. He is all about family values. He's a big CPAC guy. He is a
Thanks, Tony.
guy who is he is towing the line. The Republican operative who is head of the American Conservative Union. You know, conservative, get things back, family values, all that stuff. We've lost our way, people. We've lost our way.
Why are you yelling?
Matt Schlapp has settled a sexual assault suit. And he settles it in exchange for dropping the lawsuit against Schlapp. $480,000 was the settlement paid to Carlton Huffman through an insurance policy. Schlapp's legal team not saying much, but Huffman did drop the lawsuit, and Schlapp claims that he's been exonerated. From the beginning, I asserted my innocence, Schlapp said. Our family was attacked, especially by a left-wing media that's focused on the destruction of conservatives regardless of the truth and the facts. The claims made in the lawsuits were the result of complete misunderstanding. Right. Well, essentially, Huffman got this huge, almost $500,000 legal settlement, right? And that binds Huffman to what is essentially an NDA, can't really talk much about it. And a lot of people are sort of stepping away. But the accusation was that Schlapp had sexually assaulted, made unwanted sexual advances. He groped and fondled the groin of this guy, Huffman, who was working for the Georgia GOP. And the GOP at that time in Georgia was associated with trying to get Herschel Walker that Senate seat. Do you remember? Where's my Herschel Walker? I don't know if it was it the vampire thing.
A werewolf could kill a vampire. Did you know that?
That's it, right? The werewolf could kill a vampire. Republican candidate Herschel Walker. So one of his staffers was there with Schlapp as Schlapp came through. Again, the American conservative was trying to support Herschel Walker to gain more of a foothold in Congress and in the Senate in this case. Anyway, he groped the guy's groin, fondled it without consent on the ride back from two Atlanta area bars. This is in October of 2022. Schlapp then allegedly invited Huffman, the guy who just got this settlement from Schlapp, to join him in his hotel room. Now, you may say, well, why was Huffman there? Well, he was assigned to drive this guy. I mean, you understand, this guy was a big deal. I mean, he's a conservative bigwig. As I say, the American Conservative Union chairman, Matt Schlapp. So it's kind of an honor to be escorting him around. But as it turns out, escorting him around meant you have to endure some of this and then turn him down on the invite to go to his hotel room. It looks as though the money was paid. Schlapp avoids any further CPAC smear, but there were, and this is what comes out in this, there were past allegations of sexual misconduct by this head of the Conservative Political Action Conference. And apparently they knew, CPAC did, about past accusations of sexual misconduct by their chairman, Matt Schlapp. But they didn't investigate or remove him from his powerful post. This is all in this lawsuit. in one alleged incident during a fundraising trip to South Florida in early 2022. Schlapp was accused of stripping to his underwear and rubbing against another person without his consent. Again, this is all according to the filing. In 2017, at a CPAC after party, Schlapp attempted to kiss an employee against his wishes. In both cases, according to this lawsuit, the alleged victims reported unwanted advances to staffers at CPAC's parent organization, the American Conservative Union, the organization run by Schlapp. But again, no action taken against him. And the new allegations added just a week ago to the lawsuit were from this Republican campaign staffer, Carlton Huffman. I told you about those. So he continues to be out there beating the drum for family values, even as that court case is settled. 2 states are coming after a New York doctor for mailing abortion pills. It's happened. They are going after a doctor in New York for mailing abortion pills to states where women may have no chance to get an abortion, Texas and Louisiana. Dr. Margaret Carpenter has allegedly prescribed and mailed abortion pills to patients in Texas and Louisiana, both states where abortion is almost completely illegal. In Texas, Attorney General Ken Paxton, and by the way, if you really want a fun afternoon, Google Ken Paxton.
Google it.
I'm telling you, he is corrupt. But he's in Texas and he's still Attorney General. And he's filed a civil lawsuit accusing Carpenter of practicing medicine in Texas without a license and violating the state's abortion ban. In Louisiana, it's a grand jury that's indicted Carpenter on criminal charges for allegedly violating that state's abortion ban. So this is a test of legal statutes called shield laws, right? Passed in 8 states since the end of Roe. The laws enacted in California, Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, New York, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington say that the state government will not comply with civil or criminal prosecutions targeting healthcare providers who perform abortions from their home states, including mailing medications to patients in places where the procedure is outlawed. So that's enabled a lot of people to get abortions despite living in places with abortion bans. That's the idea. I want to talk to David Katz about this, and I'll also talk to David K. Johnston about this. But it's a huge legal move. And that is Law and Disorder.
Tune in again next time for more Law and Disorder on The Mark Thompson Show.
All right, that's it. Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.